You can do chair exercises, get your mat, do yoga, get your weights, do weight exercises. Line up if you walk wall to wall, stand up. If you're walking in place, jump on your bikes, start the treadmill. Yeah, y'all, yeah. Yeah. Yep, we're gonna make this a half hour. I don't want just, oh, she said she's gonna come over, she's gonna exercise for half an hour this year. And that's why I like exercising, because when you say you're supposed to, I heard all the excuses. But I'm for the body. And the body said, please motivate them to walk. Ha ha ha. Let me see, I ain't seeing your feet I want to see. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Alright, that was just to YouTube. I see my face with the feet. Well enough. Well, I was talking to my daughter. And been talking to her for years about manifesting. She does it, but she doesn't know. And that's sometimes could be the worst. Anyway, so I'm telling her how you have to be single-minded laser in your manifestation, in your want, in your want. So you want to happen. Laser focus. So I was like, oh man, how can I get her to don't start me. How can I get her to really see what I'm saying? And I use an example that I can't use here, because if I use it here, y'all won't be seeing me for a while and they'll be gonna snatch my page. So I'll use the example that the ancestors vowed for me to use for y'all. Okay. My 600-pound life. The show on TLC. It was. It would open with this very huge, as they call, obese person trying to roll out of bed. And the voiceover would start. Every morning I wake up, I'm in pain. It's so hard for me to move. But as soon as I open my eyes, I am looking for food to eat. I'm thinking about how good it's going to taste. I'm thinking about how great it's going to smell. And then you look at the video, and she could barely get into the bathroom, got to go in sideways. And she said, as she's brushing her teeth, looking in the mirror, but I don't know. I just want food all the time. All I can think about is food all the time. And then you see her go, and she lays back on the bed because she can't go no farther. And she sits on this, goes back, she sits on that bed and she says, I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted. But, and somebody brings her food. Food comes. Look at it yourself. A neighbor will be walking by, minding her business, knock on her door and say, you want me to get you some groceries? That person never left the bed. That's the perfect example I can use for y'all for manifestation. And it takes want. She wants food all the time. And guess what? She gets it. She imagines all day long how it feels in her mouth. on her tongue. Oh, how happy she gets. She says she is so happy. Oh, everything could be wrong with the world. But when she gets her food, she's happy. But she never leaves the bed. And the food comes. That's manifestation. You just can't say, all I want, all I like to have, it'll be great. You have to feel it to your bone marrow. And if you look at your everyday life, you will see sometimes where you just know. You just know. You gotta get that advancement. You just know. Why? Because you manifested. You thought of nothing else. You know you're gonna get that bank loan with the lowest interest for your bank, for your business. You know. You breathe it. You inhale it. You taste it. You touch it. You live it. You walk in it. And it comes. Hey, thanks for coming on the walk. That's how you have to do. Like my 600-pound life. I remember she said, oh, she was frying some bacon. One who could get up. Well, she could get up on her scooter and get to the stove. And she was cooking that bacon. And she said, this bacon's going to be so good. Oh, I smell it. She says, and I love it. Especially when it's crunchy. And I feel, now the bacon ain't even done yet. I feel it. And I know it'll make me happy. That's the key. I know it'll make me happy. Want your happiness. Manifest the things that make you happy. It doesn't matter what it is. Get out these. The universe and the ancestors don't judge you by them European African standards. Them European Africans are out of control. Somebody gonna rail them in though. And they get it. I've told y'all time and time again, big and little, I manifest. Because there is no running out. There's abundance. There is abundance. Never seen, unless he was sick, I ain't never seen no anorexic squirrel. There's always nuts and shit for him to get. And he knows it. And that's why he gets it. We can manifest it. When I was a companion to this little boy, we used to go walking, different things like that. But we used to go to the basketball court. Because I had a whole thing for after school things that we had to do. And there's always recreation. And we'd go to the basketball court. And I watched him as he went around and, tried to make the basket. And this is about our second year of me watching him. And then one day, he did a swoop where it doesn't touch the backboard or anything. And I said to him, what did you feel? He said, I felt something. I said, where? He said, in my stomach. I said, never forget that feeling. When you get that feeling, you know you're going to make a swoosh. I said, did that feeling like he knew? He said, yes, I knew. Got the feeling I knew. Because because he wanted to swoosh. And he worked on it, and he manifested. He saw himself swishing all over the place. That boy is a bona fide, that man is a bona fide swisher today. What's that feeling you got? What did you feel when you knew? Even sometimes you go for a job interview. Before they call you, you know you had it. You had manifest, I'm going to be so happy when I get this job. Me and the kids, the first thing I'm going to do. And you get the job. And you get the job. That's manifesting. Now, I want to use Tookie Williams as an example of manifestation because I just read all his books and everything about him before he died. Found out about him. He was on death row. He called him a death row rider. And then they went into his gang affiliation, which he called the Cribs. But the European African, probably German Ethiopian, could be Italian African too. They wanted to sell newspapers. So they know nobody would come and get excited about somebody who's over the Cribs. The Cribs, C-R-I-B-S, be like in baby S. No one would be excited about that. But someone would be excited about the Crips. So these games out here, Crips, they are made by European Africans. The newspapers and stuff made them. Because Tookie Williams' crew and the people he grew up with come to my crib. We are the Cribs. That was Tookie Williams. That other stuff, that's that European African shit. Anyway, I read how Tookie, he was hanging around with grown folks. And they was always talking about, oh, it's great in jail. It is wonderful in jail. They would tell him, all your friends are there. It's almost like being on the block. And Tookie would get so happy. He was like, yeah, man, I want to go there. I want to be there. They were like, yeah, man. And he started manifesting. You want me in jail? That was a place to be. That would make him happy. That's where his uncles, his cousins, and he would be happy. He said, had he been around a different environment, he got in there. He said they didn't tell him the part where he got a duty and everybody can smell it. They left that part out. They left out the part where you got to bend over and the CO's looking your butt crack. He said they left that out. But he got so tied up in the good parts that he manifested. And he found out, besides them being liars, found out too late that he could manifest his future. Because while incarcerated, he was like, I was always an author. I could always write. Now imagine if Tookie Williams would have used that manifestation to being the greatest writer, greater than Richard Wright, greater than Langston Hughes, greater than Carl Weber, greater than E. Harris. But he wasn't introduced to that. He wasn't introduced to the love of it, the happiness of it. He was introduced to the love and happiness of gang violence. And that's what he manifested. Well, trying to stay the schedule. So we're going to take our little water break and get back to the walk. Whew. Yeah, I said, come walk with me. Save your toes and feet. 'Cause when you walk with me, hey! Food you want to eat. I'm walking, y'all. Trying to save my feet and toes. Oh, let me see who's on the walk with me. I said I'm walking now. Hey, Teresa. Thanks for coming on the walk. Cause if I stop walking now, they'll cut me up until I'm just a nose. Well, I got the message out, so now I'm going to tell you what example I use for my daughter. I said, you gotta want it like a crackhead wants crack. And she looked at me. I said, listen, when Reagan and Ollie North made it snow, I was in the Bronx. I was in the Bronx. I watched them folks focus on nothing but getting crack. And guess what? They got it. They always got it. They didn't have no money, no place to stay, no bank account. But they manifested in their mind the enjoyment of it. They felt it. They tasted it. They even knew where they was gonna go and smoke it. And they always had it. Crackhead laser. That's how you manifest. You have to be so lasered, morning, noon, and night. My business is going to be a success. I'm sitting at my desk now, looking at invoices, inventory, checks coming in. My secretary should be coming through soon. Like a crackhead. Like my 600-pound wife. You wake up in the morning and you say, oh yeah, I have to go inside because I got to do the inventory, then I have to do the checking thing, and then I'm going to have this meeting because I want to expand. You got to see it like that. Where you think about it so much, you're going to walk into a damn wall. And guess what? You'll get your business. How about a house? How many rooms you want? What's the carpet going to look like? You want a chandelier? Just a big light in the front when you come in. What kind of door you want? You want the door that makes the house look good from the outside, or a security door? You want a place for dogs? You want a dog that... You want your dog outside? Do you want your dog inside? Where do you want the kids? A good school. It's going to be my good school. Close. Well, I ain't got to do a whole lot of driving. And I ain't got to take no long ride bus, no long school bus ride. You got to focus on it like that. Where you sitting there, y'all got your house where you want. And dang, the school is 3 blocks away, perfect. And someone is tapping you on your shoulder. And you're like, what? And you look around, you're in a restaurant with people, but you didn't know that. You are manifesting. Laser focus. And that's how you manifest. And I'm asking y'all to do it during Black History Month. As you see, I'm doing it as it's coming in. I already made my roll call list for remembering slavery and my ancestors. So, I've always done that. Even my daughter, I can't tell y'all now, but I'm going to tell you, because she can tell you about her manifestation. It works. Don't worry about no election. Don't worry about what these European African wars are doing. Don't give it no energy. You want that promotion? Then you already know what the office looks like. Are you going to keep it the same way? Or are you going to change it? Do you want to keep the same chair? Or do you want a different desk? That's how laser focused you have to be on it. You want a corner office where you can look out the window? Or you want a big mirror so you can see whoever comes back and forth in front of your office? You got to laser it down to that. Don't want it too far from the bathroom. If you want to have a good position going, you want to be able to be close enough to the bathroom. That's how defined your manifestation has to be. But that's how defined you are to manifest. I'm telling y'all, whenever you feel like, oh man, maybe I'm not manifesting, I'm gonna go put on my 600-pound life. You will go into training. They say, oh, I can't wait to taste that food. I know it'll be good. And then, when it's between my teeth, and I bite down on it, I get such a feeling of happiness. And I laugh and then I'm happy. And then more food comes. And then I eat and I'm happy. And I can just see it. I know it's coming. I know it's going to be here. They never say who brings it. Not never. A few times they say my cousin, this, that. But I'm telling y'all, they know they're going to get it. Because they have manifested during the night. They say I go to sleep thinking about what I'm going to eat in the morning. That is manifestation. Go to sleep knowing you're going to get that degree that you manifest all that time for, and to use it in a business that'll make you happy. Because surely, if you're happy, everyone around you is too. If you're happy, everyone around you is happy too. So you see, it's not being selfish. That's cult bullshit. That's cult bullshit. Manifest it. See it. Taste it. Feel it. Smell it. See yourself standing at that bank teller's window. And that money machine is so much so you feel a breeze from the money flipping as it counts. And that's all your money. That's all yours. You get so happy, you get so happy, you get so happy. And then the next day, a couple so, the money is there. And then you say something stupid like, "Whoa, how did that happen? How did that get there?" Oh, I was so surprised when it came in. Start saying, "I manifested it. I made it happen. I made it happen because I wanted it. I want, I want, I manifest." Be wanting all the time. Never stop wanting. Want, want. And the universe will put it together and give it to you. I can't tell y'all right now, because some of my daughter's friends, they do be looking at me. But I'll tell y'all, probably right in the heat of Black History Month. So that's why I said, let's start manifesting. Use that energy from the people that loved you, loved you, loved you. Loved you. Still loving you. Tell them. As a child used to say, "Mommy, I want clothes. I want food. I want this. I want..." Still same thing to the universe. Be specific and you'll get it. Be specific. Like, okay, y'all have all looked at Intervention, right? Y'all have seen them junkies. How they're junkies, and every time they get drugs, manifestation. You see how happy they are when they get it? The universe just know they're happy. That's good enough for them. The ancestors know you're happy. Good enough for them. They didn't say, "Oh, she doing all this, she going to..." No. They said she wants it and she's happy. And we give it to her. You can't say, some people back in Rit, they can't do this. All you have to say is, "I'll be very happy to have my bills caught up." Just see yourself. I don't know how you pay a check or whatever you do. See yourself doing that. And then get happy just seeing it, just knowing that it's coming, and you're manifesting it, and you're manifesting it, and you're manifesting it, and you're manifesting it. You know? And then it's there, y'all. Then it's there. It's there. Let me get my weight. I ain't keeping y'all. I keep saying a quick walk. I gotta make it so. Y'all be calling me a historian and a telling. That's why I went a little late. And ancestor right away. Nope. You're gonna lose them. Squeeze your gut. Tuck in your elbow. Neither up nor down. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good luck. Squeeze your gut. Dig in your elbow. Neither up nor down. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 for good luck. Yeah, y'all, yeah. Thanks for coming on the walk. If you're having manifestation problems, I know YouTube got a couple. It don't matter what 600-pound life you choose. It don't matter. Look at one and see how they start manifest. They go to sleep, manifest. She said, "I go to sleep thinking of all the good food I'll have the next day. And then she wakes up and then she wants that food. She sees herself eating it. She sees herself taking it. You have to do the same thing about things in your life that you want. Put on a walk, like, comment, share, tell uncle, tell auntie, tell a cousin, tell a friend, subscribe. Thanks for coming. See you tomorrow.